Welcome to Profit and Wealth, where we uncover the psychology of money and success. Love him or hate him, there's no denying that Andrew Tate has mastered the art of attention. Within just a few years, he went from being a relatively unknown ex-kickboxing champion to one of the most viral and controversial figures on the internet. Clips of him flooded social media. His business programs attracted thousands of paying members. He built an online ecosystem that turned outrage, curiosity, and charisma into cash. And in the process, he became a symbol of how modern influence and the internet economy collide. But how exactly did he do it? Today, we'll dive deep into the blueprint behind Andrew Tate's online empire. The story of how he built it, the sales psychology that powered it, the financial principles that made it work, and what lessons you can take away about building wealth and influence in the digital age. Story: Andrew Tate, born in Washington, D.C. in 1986, grew up in a family where competition and intellect were central. His father, Andrew Tate, was an international chess master, a brilliant strategist but financially unstable. From a young age, Andrew witnessed both mental sharpness and financial struggle. This combination planted an idea in his mind. Intelligence alone isn't enough. You need money, influence, and power to survive in today's world. After his parents' divorce, Tate moved to Luton, England, where he began training in kickboxing. His discipline and obsession with winning paid off. Over the next decade, he became a four-time world kickboxing champion. But as he would later admit, even at the peak of his sports career, he wasn't making much money. Prize winnings in kickboxing rarely exceed a few $1,000s per fight. Tate began searching for a scalable income stream, something that didn't depend on his physical performance. His first business ventures were scrappy but clever. Around 2015, he and his brother Tristan started using their small fame from reality TV and sports to attract attention online. They ran a webcam business, recruiting models to interact with paying fans on adult platforms. It was controversial but extremely profitable. Tate later claimed that the business generated millions of dollars at its height. While many criticized the ethics of this operation, the fundamental idea was clear. He understood attention, traffic, and conversion before most people did. By 2017, Tate began positioning himself as an entrepreneur and motivational figure. He started talking about financial freedom, masculine discipline, and self-improvement, topics that naturally resonated with young men feeling lost or uninspired. His tone was provocative, his delivery polarizing, and his opinions often extreme. But that was exactly what worked in the attention economy. Then came Hustlers University, later rebranded as The Real World. Launched in 2021, it was an online education platform offering courses on topics like e-commerce, crypto, copywriting, freelancing, and marketing. The business model was simple but brilliant. A low monthly fee, around $49, gave members access to a community, courses, and mentors. Thousands joined. But what made it explode virally wasn't the course itself. It was how Tate engineered its promotion. He encouraged members to post short clips of him everywhere: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, using hashtags like #AndrewTate and #HustlersUniversity. The incentive? Every member could earn affiliate commissions for bringing in new subscribers. In other words, he built a decentralized army of promoters who flooded social media with his content, turning Tate into an unavoidable brand. By mid-2022, reports suggested Hustlers University had over 100,000 active subscribers, generating millions in monthly revenue. This strategy created a feedback loop. Controversy generated views, views drove signups, signups produced more promoters, and promoters created even more content. It was a self-fueling marketing machine, and it worked astonishingly well. Eventually, his massive online presence drew scrutiny. In 2022, major social platforms including Meta, YouTube, and TikTok banned him for alleged policy violations related to hate speech and misogyny. Later, he faced serious legal issues in Romania, involving accusations of human trafficking and organized crime, cases that remain ongoing at the time of writing. Yet even after the bans, his content didn't disappear, because thousands of fans kept reposting it. The system he had built had already achieved what marketers call network resilience. His message no longer depended on him directly. No matter your opinion of him from a business perspective, what Andrew Tate built was a case study in monetizing polarizing attention. Leverage affiliate systems, sell community and ideology, and build an empire without traditional advertising. Sales psychology. At the heart of Tate's empire is powerful sales psychology. Let's break down the key psychological levers he used to grow his following and sell his products. 1. Polarization and identity marketing. Tate didn't try to appeal to everyone. Instead, he created a sharp us versus them narrative. He told young men, society is weak, modern culture has softened you, and the system doesn't want you to win. By defining an enemy, mediocrity, laziness, feminism, or the matrix, he gave his followers a common mission. When you create an identity-based community, people don't just buy your product, they buy belonging. 2. Authority through confidence. Tate speaks with absolute certainty. In persuasion psychology, confidence equals credibility. When you present yourself as a leader who knows the truth, you trigger authority bias. People assume you must be right because you sound sure. Tate's posture, tone, and delivery are engineered to exude dominance. 3. Social proof and luxury signaling. He constantly showcased his wealth, Bugattis, mansions, private jets. Critics call it showmanship, but it's also textbook marketing psychology. Humans are drawn to visible success. Social proof creates desire. Viewers think, if he has these things, his methods must work. By displaying the results first, he made people curious about the system behind them. 4. Scarcity and urgency. His programs often emphasize limited time enrollment or exclusive access. Even Hustlers University used this trick, implying that you had to join quickly or risk being left behind. Scarcity triggers action. It creates the feeling that opportunity is slipping away. 5. Relatability through authenticity, real or perceived. Despite his flashy lifestyle, Tate shares relatable stories. Growing up broke, struggling as a fighter, being ignored by the world. This creates a redemption narrative. The idea that if he escaped the matrix, you can too. It's a modern rags to riches archetype adapted for the TikTok generation. Takeaway. So what's the ultimate takeaway from Andrew Tate's rise? Andrew Tate built his online empire by mastering 3 pillars: attention, automation, and affiliation. He understood that in the modern world, the real currency is eyeballs, the real power is community, and the real product is belief. By packaging self-improvement, defiance, and financial freedom into a viral movement, he converted ideology into income. But beneath the headlines lies a timeless lesson for every entrepreneur and investor watching this. Learn to leverage the digital age. Create content that spreads faster than ads ever could. Build systems that multiply, not single-point funnels that rely on you. Recognize that authenticity sells, but controversy comes with a price. Understand that reputation risk is real. The same energy that fuels your growth can turn against you overnight. And most importantly, always separate moral admiration from analytical study. You can learn from someone's strategy without endorsing their worldview. The rise of Andrew Tate proves that we live in a new economic era, one where influence, content, and financial systems merge. The next generation of millionaires won't come from factories or offices, but from digital ecosystems that capture human psychology at scale. So ask yourself, what kind of empire are you building? One fueled by outrage or one sustained by real value? The internet rewards both, but only one lasts. This is Profit and Wealth, where we uncover the psychology of money and success. Stay disciplined, stay informed, and keep mastering the game of wealth.